Hi, my name is Benjamin.
And I'm Meryl, and I'm going to be teaching Ben how to identify and represent fractions. Are you ready, Ben? Okay, so let's look at this piece of paper over here. Can you tell me, look at this first fraction right here, 8/10. Can you tell me which one's the numerator?
The 8.
The 8. The top number is always the numerator, right? And we also can say that the numerator is what? The part or the whole?
The part.
The part. Good. And what would 10 be? The bottom number?
The whole.
The whole. And that's called?
Because that's how many you have.
That's how many you have total. So it's the denominator. Good. What about this fraction over here? Which one's the numerator and which one's the denominator?
The 4 is the numerator and the 5 is the denominator.
Denominator. Good. So if you had, let's come up with a story for 4/5. If you had a pizza pie and it had 5 slices, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you put 4 in the fridge for later, the fraction that you would come up with was what?
5/4?
No. 4.
1.
4. What's the fraction here?
4/5. 5.
Good. 4/5, because 4 is the part that's in the fridge, and 5 is how many pieces of pizza are in the whole pie. Okay? What about this fraction?
The 6 is the denominator, and the 8,
Numerator.
the numerator, and the 8 is the denominator.
Good. Good job. Okay, so what I want you to do now, we're going to do some coloring. Take this piece of paper and you're going to fold it into as many equal parts as you can, or as you want. Make sure they're as close to equal as possible. Good. How many parts do you have here?
4.
4. Okay, so you have 4 totals. Color in however many of these spots that you want. Okay, so what's the total amount? Let's take this piece of paper. What's the total amount of spots that you folded into this paper?
1.
No, the total amount.
4.
4. There's 4 total, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would the whole be the numerator or the denominator?
The whole would be the denominator.
The denominator, so that's the bottom part of the fraction, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so write the 4 down. Good. And what's the part that you colored? How many parts out of 4?
1.
Yes. So what would the numerator be?
1/4.
Good. The numerator would be 1. The denominator would be 4 because you colored 1 part, but there's 4 parts total. Want to try this one more time? Okay. All right. So try to fold a different amount of paper this time. So you're not going to do it in 4 sections. Let's try to do a different number. Good. So how many sections do you have here?
2.
2. There's 2 sections here. How many are you going to color in? Good. Okay, so you colored in 2 parts of 2 parts. So what's the whole here? What's the denominator?
2.
Good. So write down the number 2. And what part did you color in? How many sections?
2.
Good. So this is actually an interesting point because you have 2 as the denominator and 2 as the numerator. So the part and the whole are the same. Do you know what we call that?
A whole piece.
It's a whole number. Good. So 2, if you colored this part and this part and you only have that many parts to color in, you actually colored in 1 whole. So you can write 2/2 equals 1 because this is 1 whole piece of paper that you colored in, right? Okay, good. All right, let's move on. You can pick a different color pencil, or you can stick with the green. Okay, so you have 4 shapes here, okay? You have a circle, a square, a triangle, and a hexagon, okay? So now what your job is to color in as many sections of each shape as you want. You don't have to do all of them, but you can if you want to. Good. Okay, so now you need your pencil for this part. We're going to write a fraction. You can write it right on this piece of paper. We're going to write a fraction that represents each shape, the shaded part of each shape. So you want to find out what your whole is first, and then you want to find out what part you colored in. So what's the whole for the circle?
4 eighths.
Good. The whole would be
8.
And the part is
4.
4. Okay, so there's 8 spots total, and you colored in 4 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Let's move on to the next one. There's how many spots?
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. How many are colored in?
4.
Good. So we have 4/8, 4/5. Let's see about this triangle. Good. Do you know what this fraction is that you just made?
A half.
Good. You have 1/2 here. There's 2 equal parts of the triangle. One spot is colored in, one is not. So the part is 1, the whole is 2. So you made the fraction 1/2. Good. So what's the whole here in this hexagon?
The whole is 6.
And the whole is also called the
Denominator.
Good. And the part is the part that you colored in.
3.
Good. 3 is the part. It's also called the
Denominator.
Numerator. You got it. Okay, so here are some pictures of shapes that already have certain amounts of them colored in. Okay, so what your job is now, instead of coloring, all you need to do is identify the fraction for each shape. And I'm not going to help you with this part. Let's see if you can do it, okay? Good. Awesome. You got all of these right. So the circle you identified had 4 different spots. 1 was colored in, so the part that's colored in is 1/4. The rectangle had how many parts?
7.
Good. And how many were colored in?
3.
3. So you wrote the fraction 3/7. Awesome. And what about this triangle?
1 was colored in, and there was 2 parts.
So the fraction is
1/2.
1/2. And I love that you called it 1/2 instead of 1/2. Awesome job. Thanks for helping me out, Ben.